Good morning, sir.
I am Karanga Jean Paul from district. I am leader of this interview here. I am with my panel.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I'm Samuel, and I'm the Sector Education Officer.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Are you good?
Yes.
So I'm Pascal Bashmana, owner of this school, which is called Guamalamaita.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, madam.
I'm Clementine. I'm deputy in charge of studies.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning, madam.
I'm Rebecca Imana. I'm head teacher of this school.
Thank you.
Get seated. Here in this interview, we will ask you question, not a tricky question, just a simple question, just to know about yourself, your ability. Feel free.
Thank you.
Are you ready? Could you please begin by introducing yourself, telling us about your name, educational background, and what led you choose this position for physics teacher in this advanced secondary school?
Thank you, Lord. I am Clementine Ndamani. I have been pursuing bachelor degree in mathematics and physics education within the University of Rwanda College of Education. Mainly what led me to pursue this position of physics teacher in this secondary school is because I have been admired by my secondary teacher who used to teach the physics for us, and I'm eager to be like him. Thank you.
How long have you been teaching and what level was you teaching in?
I have been teaching since 2021, and I was teaching in level 5.
Good. Clementine, what do you enjoy when you are teaching physics?
Thank you a lot. Mainly, I enjoyed the engaged student. So normally, I used to say the engaged student where they use what they learn theoretically in real life situation. For instance, we know some topics within physics that are normally used within our daily activities. That was something I enjoyed.
Thank you too.
Okay. I'm also having two questions that I want you to respond clearly. Okay? Are you ready?
Yes.
So in physics, we have different topics, including wave, including electromagnetism, and the optics. So among those topics, I want you to tell me one of the topics that you enjoy to teach, and the reason why you enjoy to teach that topic.
Thank you for this good question. And I was thinking that maybe you are asking me one topic, but even in more than one I can identify. But depending on what you have identified, I enjoy to teach electromagnetism. The reason why I choose this is because many of its topics it's also related to our daily life. For instance, in electromagnetism, we use it to learn or to teach the concept related to electricity. And we all know that in our society, everywhere have electricity. And when I am teaching the topic, I used to help my learners to transfer those theories they learn to their homes. For instance, they may use those basic skills to install the house. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for your response. But then again, I have another question that I would like you to respond. My second question is that nowadays you can't ignore the role played by mathematics in physics. It means that those two modules or those two subjects work hand in hand. So I would like you to give me like two relationships between mathematics and physics.
Thank you so much again. The relationship between mathematics and physics. We all know that within physics, we use to run main theories, and those theories involve the calculation. That's where the role of mathematics is seen, where we use mathematics to compute those calculations within physics. And even not only that, but also mathematics have some bases which help us to understand physics. For instance, we may know within mathematics we have the topic related to powers, indices, and those concepts also we use them in physics. That's why I can say that mathematics help us also to understand physics. Thank you.
Thank you. As I told you, I'm the owner of this school where I played this position of teaching physics at the advanced level. So, if you understand well, you told us you were a teacher since 2021. So, there are some or many methods and strategies you would like to use when you are preparing your lesson. So, what are the methods and strategies which are effective to you when you are going to delivering a lesson on related to physics at advanced level?
Yeah, thank you so much. While I am teaching physics specifically in advanced levels, I used to use those strategies that favor an centered approach, including 5 A's instructional models. And in this method, we not only let teacher talk and learner act as active listener, we let learners have the big role, be active participant. Not only that, I used to use the question, pick, pay, and share. Within this strategy, the learners used to discover rather than being taught. And I have realized that that's the best way to let learners explore our environment and being able to know that what they learn, they really exist within our real life situation.
So, I have 2 questions. The last one is, we know we prepare lesson in a different way according to the subject you're ready to deliver. So, how do you prepare lesson related to physics experiment activity? You know, there are some lesson where you will engage the student in their activity. So, how do you prepare that lesson plan, and how do you ensure that you are learning outcome has been achieved? Or how do you know if the students have been engaged?
Yeah, thank you so much. While I'm preparing the lesson related to practical activities within physics, I normally use competence-based lesson. In such case, it's a lesson which favors the student to develop the competencies. When I say competencies, include ability, knowledge, skills, and overall attitude and values. So, to make sure that my learner will engage and even have understood what I was teaching, I used to assess them. When I say assessment, it means that I may use the individual assessment, which play a big role for assessing individual rather than groups. And in some cases, I may use those assessment which requires students to work in groups.
Another question is about classroom management. As you said, you have an experience in teaching physics. Then, can you describe a situation where you had disengaged students in physics? How did you handle this situation?
Thank you so much. I remember when I was teaching the topics which related to projectile motion. In such case, I was teaching the class made by 80 students. And as you hear, there are many students. And some students were not aware even how the projectile motion is within our real life situation. And in such case, they were making noise, disrupting others. So to handle the behavior, I have used the demonstration to make sure that they don't listen the projectile motion as well, they know that it happened in real life. For instance, many students used to watch the football match, and they were not aware that in that activity you have also projectile motion. And I have seen that use the real life examples was the best way to let them be engaged rather than distracted.
Thank you. Another question. How do you, as a teacher, how do you motivate a student who find the physics so difficult?
Thank you so much. Normally, that is the misconception within secondary schools. They used to say that physics is a difficult lesson, and they don't even try to understand it. And for me, as teacher, I used to reinforce a small achievement so that to let them know that whenever they reach on the small achievement, they can even reach the bigger one. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. As I told you, I am deputy in charge of studies. I have two questions for asking you. What professional development activities, such as workshops, courses, or research, have you participated in recently?
Yes. Recently, I was involved in the primary teacher resident program. This program was aiming to develop the competency among teachers. As I said, while I was teaching, I was making sure that my learners develop competencies. And normally, you can't provide what you don't have. In that program, I have been involved. I have developed the ability to teach different courses and being able to navigate the relationship between courses. And it's where I have discovered that physics as a subject alone can't be understood while learners don't have some background within other subject. Thank you.
Okay, another question. Where do you see yourself professionally in the next 5 years, and how does this position fit into your career goals?
Thank you so much. And as teacher of physics, I see myself within the next 5 years as the senior physics teacher or senior physics leader, where I will be able to transfer those theories that have been discovered within real life situation. For instance, within physics, you know that there are many laws that have been discovered with many scientists recently. For instance, when you listen to Newton's law and so on, some people don't even understand where we use in our daily life. That is my law. And even this will help me to achieve my goal, my future goal, where I will be able to integrate ICT in education.
Thank you.
Clementine, thank you for thoughtful and comprehensive answers. Before we conclude, do you have a question to ask
Yes.
panel? Yes, go
I
on.
have at least two questions. The first one, I'm wondering, how do you measure the success of the person who fit in this position within first 6 months? As I'm not the first one who is going to fit in this position.
Is that only one question you have?
It's the first question.
First question. Yeah. The way we measure the success of a person who fit this position in 6 months, the way it is the observation, classroom observation, how you prepare pedagogical document as the owner of the school asked you, and how the learners are achieving. Yeah, that's the way. Is there another question?
The second question is about, as I'm not the first one who is going to fit in the position, so I am asking what were the characters which was bad, you don't wish to happen again, And what role do you wish to be promoted for the person who will fit in this position?
Yeah, that's a good question. But if you did the educational subjects, like teaching methodologies, characters of good teachers are mastery of content, as you know, managing classroom so that learners will not disturb, and helping students toward achievement by always not just because you are new in this position, you have to continue and improve as days pass.
So
That's-
another thing to add on about, you was asked our first question was asked about how do we measure success in our school, which is called Global Organization. So as I told you before we started this panel, I told you I'm the owner of this school. I have group WhatsApp where I share the idea with parents who have children at this school. So I started to receive different message which is the best compared to others related to that subject. They tell me that your lesson are going well, continue on that way, we will achieve on a high level our country needs. So about the second question you asked, it's about character of the teacher we need in this position. So before you apply on this position, there is a man who was in this position you applied on. So that man, he liked to drink different alcohol, and he liked to come late. So as you know, we need a teacher who is the role model for our children, for our students. So you can't be a role model while you come late, while you come you drink alcohol, so and other character or value which is the best for you as a leader or student or teacher for student. So I know you studied about pedagogical document, philosophy and psychology. You know what character can be good for teacher. Yeah.
Thank you. We appreciate time and effort you have put into this interview. I will get back to you through or other candidates. I wish you all the best and have a nice day.
Thank you.